take some time to realize. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Over your shoulder, you know that I told you I'll always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around.
Hello, Skyline.
Welcome to another episode of SPTV.
You look very nice, Brandon.
Thank you.
Well, we've got a good show in store, so let's jump into it.
The blood drive is coming up on April 4th. Signups have already started today and will end at the end of next week. It's a great way to give back to your community, so try and come out and support.
Sophomore Class Council is another fundraiser coming up. It is a Jimmy John's event. It is on April 3rd from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. 20% of all orders that are used with our flyer, found on our website, will be donated to the sophomore class.
The mock trial team returned from its third consecutive appearance at the state mock trial competition, having won 2 of its trials over the weekend. Congratulations to the following students for receiving nominations for top attorneys in the competition.
The Skyline Mock Trial Team will be soon conducting tryouts for its summer competition team, preparing to compete in a national tournament in Atlanta or San Francisco in September. Look for our tryout flyers. We hope to see you there.
And now for a short clip from Green Team.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
One of the ways you guys at Skyline can save water is by reporting leaking toilets and dripping faucets to an admin, because every water droplet counts, so make it count, Skyline.
That's some interesting stuff.
Oh yeah, and now here's Carver Coulter with Question of the Week.
Shamanaya.
Hey Skyline, I'm Carter Culver and I'm here for this week's Question of the Week. Would you rather watch another episode of Sam's Chair Reviews or watch Paint Dry?
Definitely Paint Dry.
I don't know any of those shows.
Sam's Chair Reviews?
Sam's Chair Reviews.
Chair Reviews. Chair Reviews. Paint Dry.
Sam's Chair Review.
Paint Dry, 100%.
Watch Paint Dry.
Thanks, Curver. Question of the Week delivers again. It's like a PB&J or an overpriced pay-per-view.
Sure does, Brendan.
Sports!
Hey Skyline, I'm Morgan Jones and I'm your new sports anchor. I've missed a few weeks of covering spring sports, so let's get into it. Congratulations to the Skyline dance team for an outstanding performance at the state championship last weekend at the Sun Dome in Yakima. The girls brought home 2nd place in dance, 5th place in palm, and a 5th place and kick. A special congratulations to Sophia Girth for winning the WSDDCA Academic Scholarship. Way to make us proud. Baseball fell to Newport on Tuesday. Drew Tenzar and Bryce Smith had 2 hits and Will Simpson had a home run. Nolan Selzy also had 6 strikeouts. They hosted Woodinville on Wednesday, beating them 5-4. Tonight they host Bothell at 4 p.m. Come out and show your support. Golf fell to Woodinville last week and hosted Inglemore on Tuesday, beating the Vikings 271-300. Kendall Ferranda earned 5 league points, Cindy Lynn with 3.5, and Anna Park with 1.5 league points. Yesterday they faced North Creek, and I'll be back next week with the results of that match. Soccer took down Bothell last week and beat North Creek on Tuesday 4-3. Tonight they host Eastlake at 7:30. Come to the Spartan Stadium and cheer on your boys as they play the Wolves from down the street. Fast Pitch's game versus Lake Stevens was postponed. Wednesday they faced Mount Si, beating the Wildcats 18-7. Tonight they travel to Issaquah at 4 p.m. Good luck, ladies. Track beat Newport at home on Wednesday. A lot of our Skyline athletes made personal records. Some of them include Dominic Weberg in the 100, Sam Range in the 1600, Chris Maroney PR'd in the shot put, Chris Fink in the high jump, Skylar Bull in the 100, Amber McGraw in the 1600, Maddie Amons in shot, and Allison Kramer in the high jump. Tonight, some track athletes will compete in the Eastmont Invite. Good luck. Girls tennis took down Newport, one of the toughest teams in Kinko, on Wednesday 6-1. Yesterday, they traveled to Bothell, and I'll be back with the results next week. Lacrosse beat Nanaimo on Saturday 13-5. They then lost in overtime 10-11 to Grant on Sunday. Tuesday, they beat Juanita 12-5 with goals from Blake Lees, Nathan Brandt, Matthew Harris, Will Carson, Helen Hoke, and Kaylin Lewis. Tonight, they will travel to Bothell to play the Cougars at 7 p.m. Their next home game is Tuesday versus Woodinville. Good luck, boys. That's all I have for you this week. Back to you, Tommy and Vice.
Say, do you know how to change a tire by chance? I hit a freshman on my way through the student lot. Poor thing was getting let out by his mom and I couldn't help myself.
Prepare to change your tires, Skyline. Here's Chase Rotor.
Look at how to change a tire, bud. First step, you need the vehicle to have a flat tire. Second step, you need to have a flat tire. Third step, you need to chock the tires. And in this case, this is the downhill side. So, chock it. You can use a piece of wood like I did, or you can use your buddy's backpack or something that will do it. Now we're gonna jack up the vehicle. Grant's favorite quote, crack it up before you crack the nuts. We're gonna loosen the nuts before we jack it up, and then we'll take off the nuts, and then we'll take off the tire. The nuts have been removed. The tire has been removed. Easy is, easy does, kids. We're gonna make this nice and tight until the tire spins, and we do it even, crisscross, all the way around. The vehicle has been lowered, and now you have to do the final torquing on the lug nuts. And when you're done with that is when you have a hernia. All right, boys and girls, we're done. Skookum is frick. Now one concern is, don't want to tighten it. Don't want to end up in the ditch, no bueno. And you don't want to over tighten it on one side, especially because you don't want the wheel to be lopsided. Have fun, stay safe.
Thanks, Chase. Now I know what to do if I overcook that turkey again.
Yeah, well that's good.
And now for another episode of Skyline's beloved flagship segment, Meme Mix, the show that killed SPTV.
That's right, Brendan. Now we send it over to Scott Huff.
What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again?
And then the 4th of July. Here's an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents?
What type of firework is the best to buy around here? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents?
You play quarterback? Let me see your 3-step.
You play quarterback? Let me see that 3-step.
I got you.
When your mom makes you do your homework instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing. When your mom makes you do homework instead of game like you're supposed to be doing.
You know what? I'm about to say it.
Say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I don't know how to play robot. You know what? I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Won't.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Wow, that one was a doozy.
I felt that one right down to my toes.
Then you might have a degenerative toe disorder, Tommy. And now for a Deca Spotlight with SPTV Heartbreaker, Mojin Groans.
Take it away, Morbin.
Hey Spartans, I'm Evan Sanders. A couple weeks ago, DECA had their state competition in Bellevue. I caught up with Sam and Mesh to see how they were doing.
So DECA is an association of marketing students in its most basic form, but really what it is a group of students that are either taking Sales and Marketing 1, Student Store, IB Business SL or HL, or IB Econ, or are an outside of class member that have already taken a class that come together to compete in business and marketing subjects.
So this past month, the Skyline DECA chapter went to the State Career Conference in Bellevue. We had a really great turnout and a lot of kids are advancing to the national competition in Atlanta.
The competition that we just participated in the last weekend was honestly one of the most incredible experiences of my life. The State Career Development Conference allows people from all over the state of Washington to come and compete in different business skills. Some of us who are privileged enough may attend the International Career Development Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, which is happening on April 21st to the 24th. So I'm really looking forward to that. I know a lot of Skyline DECA is going, and hype up Atlanta, baby.
My partner Daisy and I are competing in a role play at Atlanta for the national conference. Others competing in role plays will retest as soon as they get to Atlanta and then given the opportunity to compete in their role play again and advance to the final round.
We're looking forward to Atlanta and we're really hoping that we have multiple kids reach the top 10 or top 20. We've been fortunate enough to have a few national champions, and so we'll see if we can repeat that level of success in Atlanta.
Great job of the competition, guys. Back to you, Brandon and Tommy.
Join DECA! I feel alive.
Me too. It's somewhere between feeling dead and feeling nothing at all.
I feel alive as in good.
Oh yeah, that kind of existence.
And a grand old happy birthday to Mitchell, Man, and Fowler. Happy birthday to you!
Well, that's all for this week's show.
I've been Mark Zuckerberg.
And I've been the Terms and Conditions.
And oops, my privacy.